All right,
on.
moving on.
Before we get truly canceled, George, I do want to talk about the nonprofit wellness index for listeners. I keep on wanting to say eagle-eyed listeners, but that's a conflation of conflicting. Anyway, for longtime listeners, rather, George, they'll know that the nonprofit wellness index is a tool that we designed to track the health of the nonprofit sector month over month, giving us semi-real-time data. And it looks at things like hiring trends and fundraising, advertising spend, and some other data points to give us hints at the health of the nonprofit sector. George, in May, we saw that the nonprofit wellness index dropped to 38.54, down from April's 40. George, what do those numbers mean? Through our own categorization, we dropped from flourishing back into thriving. So good news all around, especially compared to last year. George, if we remember, last year around this time, we were dealing with the fallout of funding cuts and the destruction of USAID and all that. And it does seem that things have leveled out a little bit, even though we saw a little bit of weakness. Of course, there's also seasonal trends here. And the question for June, George, is this cooling trend going to continue into the summer? We look at things like Glassdoor and Indeed and that kind of stuff. Is that just, cyclical? It might have been a little bit. We will see. But just wanted to bring that at least compared to last year, the sector still remains strong.
Yeah, and I think all the weighting and things we do, it is important to have that lens, because it can be very tiring being like, oh my gosh, everything's a disaster, everything's crashing. Like, guess what? This is an improved state of affairs for the sector with regard to jobs, with regard to nonprofit tagged fundraising on Meta library ads that we see, which is an indicator that folks have a bit more money to be spending. Yes, month over month down, but since we have a full years of data, it took us a year of this. Now, each month, we can now finally look at now versus last time this year versus last month and get a sense of the market fluctuations, how things are doing on that nonprofit macro sense. This has been a labor of love. I'm just excited to be like 1 year down the road, and we've got a lot of new cool visualizations that we're working on updating now that we have this corpus.
Absolutely. All right, George, it's the end of that podcast. And now comes the question, have either of us thought of a joke? Or is the joke on us for being unfunny?
I have one for you. Why don't donors ever trust stairs?
Why don't donors ever trust stairs?
Don't trust them.
I don't know, George.
They're always up to something.
Oh, I got it. I'm going up.
Yeah, going up.
Yep.